We got Ray back in the shop. Introductions, Jesus, Rachel, Ryan. We're the hosts of the show. Our guest, Crazy Ray Castaneda.
How's it going, guys?
Trying to figure it out as far as the podcast is going. We're learning as we're going, so I hope everybody's patient with us, and we keep bringing you more artists like Ray. I'm glad he was your first guest. We're going to try and let me explain what we're trying to do with the podcast. And this is reaching out to talent out there, talented artists, tattoo artists. Start, making some phone calls and stuff like that, and hopefully the artists are willing to come on the podcast with us, have conversations with us, so you get to meet, not just see them on Facebook and stuff. You actually kind of hear their background, kind of, what kind of people they are, what inspired them. Sometimes we go on Facebook and we show off our artwork and stuff, but we don't really talk about our inspirations. And to me, it's important what inspires you and what keeps inspiring you. Because, like I've told my coworkers here, I find inspiration in the new artists that are coming up. They don't have to be, it's hard to find inspiration in the older artists than me, because I'm pretty old, so if I keep looking up there, it's like, well, I'm starting to run out of, but I look at the young artists.
You run out of inspiration, huh?
Man, I'm looking at some of those young artists coming up and stuff, and you go, man, check out their work, and that inspires you. You got to find inspiration, and not just once you find that inspiration, give them credit. Give them credits. As I've seen over the years, there's so many artists that our egos kind of make us hold back from giving another artist credit. It's kind of like, well, if I talk him up, that means I'm talking me down. So, man, that's not how it is.
Yeah, you gotta be more humble about it than that.
Yeah.
So hopefully viewers will be able to find their artist here, and they won't be recommended to anybody that doesn't take it seriously.
Reason we want Crazy Ray to be our first guest is because we have a lot of respect for him. He's been in the business for 35
years or so. I've been tattooing professionally in Amarillo since '97. So I've been up in the Amarillo area for 27, 28 years, around there.
When you talk to him, he'll be straightforward. That's one thing I love about Ray. He's straightforward. He'll tell you what he's thinking and not sugarcoat it. And you walk away like, man, he's rude. But he's not rude after you digest.
He's a fucking asshole. Such an asshole, man.
You can walk off and then go, he might not say it nicely, but he didn't lie. He'll tell you what he's thinking.
I've been working on that, man. I just speak without thinking sometimes, and sometimes I put my foot in my mouth. I'm just like, man, I just said that.
You gotta filter it sometimes.
Yeah, I just got to, man. I'm a loose cannon, I guess. I'll just say it, man.
But he's the one you want to have around when he is acting like that, because now you get to be like in the audience and just enjoy. Great tattoo artist. I got to know him at Addiction Tattoos. I got to work with him for about 5 years.
Well, yeah.
So, one of my inspirations, learned a lot from him just by looking over at his workstation and checking out how he worked and everything. He's got his own little style going. You see a Crazy Ray tattoo, you'll know it's a Crazy Ray tattoo.
Develop that certain style and everything.
Yeah.
Is there a certain style that you like tattooing?
Man, I don't know. I'll tattoo just about anything, but I do. I prefer doing black and gray over anything, and I enjoy a challenge of cover-ups. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Those are always fun.
Yeah.
First of all, what drew you to tattooing, Ray?
I really don't know. I'll just remember just being intrigued by it, and I always just wanted to do tattoos, man. I've always drawn, I've always been just attracted to art and try to just replicate things all the time. I remember just looking at stuff and just trying to draw whatever I saw, you know, and I just kind of went hand in hand with tattooing. You know, people would ask for certain things, and I just try to replicate what I would see and put it on the skin.
Okay.
But I really don't know what attracted me to it. It's just something that, just a part of me, I guess. I don't know.
When you first started, were you did you do an apprenticeship or did you like kind of self-taught and get thrown into the business?
I'm a self-taught artist. A lot of trial and error. I wouldn't recommend trying to learn that way. It's not a good way to learn. But I just kept pursuing it, and you know, you put work into something, it's going to pay out. You know, you'll get good at it if you pursue something and you stay with it. You know, it'll pay out. But it was just it's more of a struggle, you know, before, you know. But I just was just attracted to it, and I just kept doing it.
Yeah, let your passion drive you.
That's what it is, the passion for it, man. Exactly.
There's any artist out there that you could really say he lives and breathes it? That's crazy, right?
Okay.
He's been in it for a long time. That's why we decided to have him as the first guest, because that's what he represents to us. Like, and you've been doing it for 35 years. You know.
Yeah, you're dedicated to it.
You're dedicated to it. You know?
Yeah.
It's just a part of my everyday life. It's always been. You have to get creative with it because everybody wants something different. Not everybody wants what everybody has.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you had flash designs, and you just had them on the wall, and people would come and just pick off the wall, man, and they'd get the same thing. Everybody, you know, I did that tattoo already 10 times. I already did that tattoo 5 times. You know, I've done that tattoo. Gosh, you know.
Do you
But then-
prefer that?
Well, no, you like to put your own spin on them, you know.
You've at least been tattooing long enough to kind of see the transition of technology through tattooing, because before, you know, you'd have to hand draw all your stencils, things like that.
Yeah.
It took me quite a while to switch over to Procreate and drawing on the iPad.
Yeah.
I was like, in my head, it was like, oh man, that you're not a real artist if you're doing that. And then I was scared of doing it because I didn't know what I was doing. So I remember back at the shop at Addiction, Rayla was like, yeah, you do it like this.
Mm-hmm.
No, I like to draw mine out. But your ego's like, no, I like to draw mine out. But that was my comfort zone. I could draw. But I was scared of that iPad. I was like, oh man, it's, you know, I don't know what I'm doing.
But Procreate, you know, you start getting into technology, it'll spoil you, man, you know. So, you know, there's just things you kind of shy away because doing it old school is the way to do it. You start getting into technology, it spoils you, I'll tell you that. Then the machines have gotten a lot better as well, you know. Got wireless machines now, so you don't have to be tethered down. Some people choose to be tethered down or loyal to the coil, you know. But I'm totally wireless now, you know.
Right, yeah, it makes it a lot faster switching between clients.
Just switching the eye. Get things done quicker, you know. The machines are good, it's quality, but as you know, the coil machine is good as well.
There's days you miss the sound.
Yeah.
Back at Addiction, you'd hear that zzz, and more like 3 of them going at the same time. And you walk into a room like that, man, it just like.
It feels different.
When we were kids, we used to have the little airplanes that had the little wire connected to the controller, and you would, you know?
Yeah.
And it'd be me and my brothers or friends, and we would have a few of them out, and you were, you know, and it was a weird sound, a little buzz, you know. Start tattooing, you start to hear that in the shop, and it would remind me of that all the time. It took me to my childhood. I remember hearing that, and then going to conventions and hearing it everywhere.
Yeah.
You're like, shit, man, you know, and you catch that overlay of the buzzes, and it would remind me of that all the time, man.
That's funny.
But no, it's a different vibe once you have other artists in here and you can hear them working and all that. And different clients, people joking over here, joking over there.
That's true.
You know, then you can walk up over there and see what they're doing and see how they approach tattooing. Even for putting on a stencil, you know, you see people doing things different, little ideas the way they think, and you're like, gosh, that's pretty nifty, you know, that's pretty slick the way you're doing that. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I enjoy every tattoo that I'm doing. There's sometimes somebody wants something and I kind of like, really? You want to get that done? You know? And I'm like, oh man. And when I'm done with it, I look at it and I'm just like, all right, it's cool. And I'll take pictures of it. Then I'll look back at them again later on and I'm like, that's a good tattoo, man. That's a clean tattoo. I just beat myself up over situations. I'm my worst critic, you know? I really am. And there's sometimes it's like, man, gosh, I could have done better. I put it aside and I'll look at it later and I'm like, man, that's a clean tattoo, man.
You're your own worst critic. If you can't criticize yourself like that, then something's not pushing yourself hard enough, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it's how you grow.
Yeah, I think so. And then also, you know, you do that tattoo, a couple of months goes by, somebody hits you up for a tattoo while you're tattooing, and like, hey, so-and-so, man, I saw his tattoo. That's why I came to you, man, because I saw the tattoo that you did on so-and-so, and you're like, I remember beating myself up over that damn tattoo.
Where people are coming from.
Thanks.
Or you're going, and you still came?
Well,
So
they do.
and you still came, man?
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody knows who Crazy Ray is. And
Yeah.
what other tattoos would you say you're known for? Like maybe cover-ups? Or?
Yeah, cover-ups, I used to do a lot of cover-ups. I haven't been doing as much lately, but for a while I did a lot of cover-ups.
Oh.
I enjoy more black and gray than anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I do color work. I'll do some traditional work. There's different things.
You know, you look at other artists and find inspiration in them because they're doing their job. They focus on one thing, and you see their work, and that makes you look at your work and not settle for where you're at. You're going, if they can do better, I need to push myself to do better. I came from addiction to gray and stuff. I love the artists that we work there. Our boss lady,
Oh, Alicia.
Alicia, I mean, very talented. On the 30th, she gets an award.
Oh yeah, she won what is it, Citizens on the Move? So she'll get presented they're gonna have a ceremony downtown on the 30th, and they're gonna present her with an award. So they nominated her, and she won a Citizens on the Move award.
Congratulations.
So she,
There's two people that I gotta give credit to for being an artist right now, tattoo artist. I started an apprenticeship with Joy Martinez, and 10 years ago we lost him. And when we lost him, I still stayed on with I was with Aristocrats at the time. And then I left Aristocrats, and I was giving up on I'm an airbrush artist. And Alicia went and found me. She said, "Where are you tattooing?" I was like, I'm airbrushing. She said, "No, go to my shop." So, I mean, our mentor was Joey and Alicia.
yeah, and Alicia stepped up and was like, I'm gonna talk to Jesse because he was doing an apprenticeship. Now what's gonna happen? His mentor's gone. So she reached out and he came in. Nobody gave him an apprenticeship at the shop. He came and got schooled by the shop.
I'm glad that he took the good things from y'all's shop and put it into place here.
We really appreciate you being here, Ray. I mean,
I appreciate you guys inviting me. Definitely, man. It's different. I don't know what to expect from this. You say podcast. I'm like, I ain't trying to be on no podcast. You say interview. I ain't trying to be interviewed. So, well, let's talk. I said, well, I can go talk.
Because we want you to talk to our viewers and let them know more about you so they can be tattooed by you, and just maybe the people that already have been tattooed by you, maybe they'll learn a little bit extra.
Yeah, you never know. Thanks for having me, guys. Yeah.
Hopefully this will be a place where you guys can learn more about artists around you and be recommended to talent that exists right in your backyard. So thank you so much for tuning in, everybody.
Thank you all.
Guess that's a wrap, huh?
Cut.